Don't forget to like, subscribe and share the videos.
Okay. So which one of the following is likely to be the most inflationary in its effect? So please note that the question is about more precise. It is asking about likely to be most inflationary, which means all the four statements also may be inflationary one. But it is asking that which is the most inflationary one, most severe inflation creating one. That is the question they are actually asking. Let's begin the question. First, repayment of the public debt. Consider that the government of India borrow the money through to the T-bills and GSEC. So, if they are going to get back their T-bills and GSEC and giving back their money means that will leads to the increases in the money supply in the market. So that will also create going to create the certain inflation in the market. So according to the first statement A, it is going to increases the money supply. So that will create the inflation in the market. So this is the one possibility. Yeah, it will create the inflation. It will create the inflation. Okay. Next, borrowing from the public to finance a budget deficit. So obviously the government is actually doing that only. Second, B statements. Consider that they are doing the expenses is greater than their revenue. At that time it is called as a budget deficit. To manage this, they are borrowing money from the public to finance the budget deficit, which means they are getting the money from the public, and after this managing this budget deficit, they are going to spend on the people only. Okay, so that is the things that are actually going to happen. They are getting a money from the public and they are going to spend it on the public only. So which means consider that if the market is 100 rupees means it is going to as a budget deficit, again it is going to the people only. So the 100 rupees is maintained in the circle. Okay, so the 100 rupees is actually maintained in the circle. So but maybe it also creates certain inflation, but the 100 rupees is maintained in this circle. And also when it comes to the first statement, the repayment of the public debt means what the government is doing is again they are circulating the money only. So earlier they just got the money from the people and they used it, and now they are going to repay it, which means there is a circulation of the money only happens. 100 rupees is getting into the government and it is again it's getting back to the people. So this is the cycle actually happening. Next, C, borrowing from the banks to finance the budget deficit. When it comes to the government of India, they can borrow from RBI or else even from the scheduled commercial banks. They can do that, which means they are getting the depositors' money to finance their budget deficit. So again it is circulating the money. In the bank it is 100 rupees means it is the people money. It is going to the government. Again it is going to the people in the any other form. Okay, so this is here also the 100 rupees is only circulating within the market. Now the fourth statement, creating a new money to finance the budget deficit, which means there is 100 rupees in the economy. Now what the government is doing is they are printing extra 100 rupees and they are circulating it in the economy, which means now it is increasing the money supply as 200 rupees. Then that will lead to the demand pull inflation. In all the three things, okay, in all the three above statements, that is the cycle is run only by the 100 rupees is going to circulation. Okay, it is a cyclic one. But here what you are doing is you are adding extra 100 rupees into the market. So that will lead to the huge inflation in the market. That will may leads to the hyperinflation. The best example for this hyperinflation scenario is Zimbabwe and the Venezuela. Okay, So that is what happened in the Venezuela and Zimbabwe. They created a new money to manage their budget deficit. That leads to this hyperinflation. So the answer here is actually D. So even though all the four statements are creating an inflation, even though it is right, the question is more precise and more specific. Most inflationary effect. So the answer is D. Please note it. Thank you.